How long does gunshot residue last? Have you ever wondered how long gunshot residue actually sticks around after a firearm is discharged? Gunshot residue, often referred to as GSR, consists of tiny particles that are expelled when a gun is fired. These particles contain elements like barium, lead, and antimony, which come from the primer and gunpowder. Understanding how long GSR lasts is essential in forensic investigations, especially in true crime scenarios. The duration that gunshot residue remains detectable on a person's hands or clothing can vary. Factors such as the type of firearm used, the number of shots fired, environmental conditions, and what the individual does after firing all play a role. Research has shown that statistically significant amounts of GSR can remain on skin for up to about 5 days, or approximately 126 hours, after firing a weapon. This information comes from advanced techniques like laser-induced breakdown spectroscopy. However, it is important to note that while GSR can linger for several days, the reliability of detection decreases over time. The residue gradually diminishes due to natural skin shedding, washing, or contact with other surfaces. Beyond this 5-day mark, the chances of finding GSR become quite low. Other studies using scanning electron microscopy with energy dispersive X-ray spectroscopy have indicated that GSR particles can typically be identified for a shorter time frame, usually around 5 to 7 hours after a shooting incident. This time frame can depend on the firearm used and the amount of residue produced. From a true crime and criminology perspective, these findings highlight the urgency of collecting evidence. Since GSR can dissipate or be removed quickly, forensic investigators must act fast. Collecting samples from a suspect's hands or clothing as soon as possible increases the likelihood of detecting residue. The presence of gunshot residue can help link a suspect to the discharge of a firearm. However, it is important to remember that the absence of GSR does not automatically prove innocence. The transient nature of this residue means it can easily be lost or washed away. In summary, gunshot residue can last on skin for several hours to a few days, with the most reliable detection occurring within the first few hours after discharge. Forensic protocols stress the importance of prompt sampling to preserve this trace evidence, which is vital in reconstructing shooting incidents and supporting criminal investigations.